guys? Sensei John here. So now we're going to go into our basic fundamentals for our white belt curriculum, jab and crosses. Learning how to throw it staying stationary, learning how to throw it with movement. All right, so we're going to go back into our fight stance, right leg in the back because I am a righty. Right, feet are in the corners of a box, my knees have a bend to them, hands are up by the eyebrows. Now I'm going to give you guys a different point of view. I'm going to go sideways so you guys can catch a couple of details that I want to go over, hiding behind the shoulders, X, Y, Z. So when we throw our jab, I want to make sure that my hands are up by my eyebrows and I'm launching my arm straight forward. We don't want to flare our elbows out. We want to imagine our arms being a bullet, as straight out as possible. Punching with the first two knuckles and returning back to our face. So with our jab, once again, my shoulders are up, my hands are up on my eyebrows. I am launching it straight out, hitting with the first two knuckles. My thumb is under my fingers, and I bring it right back to my head. Now with my right cross, I want to imagine, if you will, like I tell my kids class, there's a bug on the floor. You're trying to squish the bug. Or with my adult class, there's a cigarette, you're just trying to put it out. So with my right leg, I am pivoting on the ball of the foot, using that to transfer up towards my hips and finally towards my core, and it's going to end with a punch at the last moment. So again, I'm pivoting with the ball of the foot, turning my core, rotating those hips, punching with the first two knuckles, and coming right back. Now if you notice, my left hand is a little bit more forward. When I punch, that hand comes towards my eyebrows, and I bring it right back. So again, right cross down the middle, and I come right back. Now to give you a side view, when I throw my jab, I want to hide behind the shoulder. A lot of people throw the jab, which is good. They've got good form. The one little detail that they tend to forget is hiding behind that shoulder. I want that shoulder up by my cheekbone as high as I can. Keep my chin down. I'm hiding, and I come right back to my eyebrows. I tell my fighters all the time, if they have their boxing gloves and you're watching me from this point of view, I shouldn't be able to see your eye. When you throw the punch, I shouldn't be able to see your eye. When I come back, there's only one moment you see it, and it's from here right about this space when it's launching and when it comes back. But that's for a split second, right? You don't want to have your face exposed for a counter, like the anti-saddle counter, right? You want to hide behind the shoulders. From here, I throw my jab, and I come right back to my guard on my eyebrows. I throw my jab, and I come back again. Same thing with the cross. I pivot, and my shoulder is coming up, and I come back again. So when you guys get used to throwing the jab by itself, the cross by itself, then you combine them. Jab, cross. Again, jab, cross. And most importantly, you need to breathe. I tell the students, try to visualize you're like a snake. Every time you throw a strike, you're hissing, right? So you don't want to get yourself gassed out by keeping everything compressed and not breathing when you punch. So make sure you guys breathe out, right? So here, eyebrows, jab, cross down the middle. Or again, if you're breathing, coming right back. Now stepping. Visualize that there is a string connected from your hand to your foot. When I throw my jab, my foot moves with my hand, and when my hand comes back, my foot comes back. I don't step, then punch. I don't punch, then step. I'm in sync with my hand and my foot. I step in with the jab, and I come back. And again, hiding behind the shoulder. Come right back. Come right back. Now with the right cross, if I'm just throwing the right cross, I step forward the left leg, as we did in our footwork drills, if you guys remember, right? Left, right. I step with the left, and when that right leg comes in, I'm going to turn and pivot. And that's when the cross comes in. I'm sitting on that cross, and I'm hiding behind the shoulder. And I come back once again. I step with the left leg, the lead leg, that right leg comes in, I'm turning on impact, and I come back again. Step, turn, bring that leg in. So once you finish with that cross, you're back to your fight stance, and you return. Then put it together. Step with the jab, my right leg has to come in, turning the cross, and I'm closing the gap, and I'm still in my fight stance. My legs are not wide. I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. So again, step with the jab, turn on the cross. Again, step with the jab, turn on the cross. So those are our basic jab cross drills that I want you guys to work on, knowing how to step forward, knowing how to stay stationary. We're going to work on later on how to move back, how to move towards your left, and how to move towards your right, guys. Boost.